morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. Welcome to our new playthrough of Eco with Solar World with no mods. This is now update 12. We stopped playing our other one because the update happened just a couple weeks ago. So let's get rid of the title screen. And I started the new world, I generated it, I just have not chosen where I am going to start, so this is where we will be going. This is exactly what would happen when you jumped into a brand new world with, yourself or anybody else. So, this world, if you watched my previous one and saw the settings that I used there, this is exactly the same except the experience per skill used, I dropped from 0.02 or 0.02 to 0.01. So I cut it in half so I don't get the stars just as quick as I did the last time. Now, this island doesn't look so bad. You got jungle, you got warm, you got wetlands, you got cold biome, you got desert right there. So everything's really close together. I mean, this would be a nice spot to start. It's, we just have to choose a spot to do. But I don't really... Well, that is going to be where we're going to be, because we're certainly not going to be on this other island that is the circumference all the way around. Well, maybe we were. I think we were, because I think I had chosen to go right here. So I'll be a little farther away from a possible copper out here. But all our iron's going to be there. We'll have plenty of trees here. One forest. We won't have to run so far to get, say, Comus bulbs. We have some wetlands here with nice river running through it. This does band all the way around, so we'll be able to go all the way around if we want to. But I like this little indentation right here for the way I build. If you remember from my previous playthrough, I like burying my house underground. So this would be a very nice spot to start that, because if we look close enough, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to this flat, which is basically one shy of where we would normally build for our 2 floors of our house. Because we have a floor, 3 high, a floor, 3 high, and a floor. So we'd need 9 tiles. This would be really close, and depending on where this very bottom is, would depend on how much further below we have to dig. But we may be able to set the first level, or the upper level, easily within this and lay down the dirt. So we're going to have to check. We will go there, so the closest spot that we can start is right here. So we'll drop down. We'll go ahead and pick these beets. We'll go get some other stuff over here. We'll come down here, grab a couple more beets. Grab some corn. Grab some mushrooms. Backpack wise, we need to bring our campsite out because we'll be placing it down. There wasn't anything else in the grasslands to pick. So we need to find our spot, which I believe is right over here. No, south of us. That way. So what we're looking at is this dip right here. So this, we are standing on 67, because I like putting my levels on even a floor on a 6, that would mean 66 would be the bottom floor. So we could do this real easy. Because 66, 67, 68, 69 would be these 3 spaces. 70 would be the middle floor. Ooh, maybe not. You know, we'd be looking at 66 through to 70. 71, 72, 73 would be the next level, with 74 being the roof. And then we'd have to have 75 as being our flat ground. So I think now we're down to 65. So if we actually went and did 73, alright, this is 70. Yeah, we could go down to 60 here. We worry about putting some of this stuff down to 70. And go ahead and leave that 73 over there. So that would mean we'd need to go down to 60 again, just like we did in the last episode. So if we did that, let's start by putting our campsite right there. So, okay, let's go into the campsite. We want to start a campfire, start a tool bench, and start a workbench. And we'll put the workbench in front of the tool bench. So, storage-wise, we need our pickaxe, we need our axe, and we need our shovel. And eventually we'll need our hammer. Alright, so let's find some easy sandstone. Drop those in there. Crafting wise, we have, takes care of that, takes care of the stone for that, and no, we need to do 2 more stone for that. That's right, our star. We wanted to do logging first. So we need to go find ourselves, there's a perfectly good tree. See, we cannot reach the branches, so both of these are really good. So we can go ahead and knock these down. As you'll remember, as I said, if you can reach the branch, it is not full grown, or it is not in the final stages. You know, like 80% or higher on its time. If you can reach those branches, it is not good. So this one we will not, but this one, we can't reach the branch, see? So this is another one that we can knock down. We have 115 calories in our stomach. So we need to get our campfire up. So we need to throw those in there so campfire can go. So we can start cooking. Oh, there's a campfire. Alright, so campfire, we need to be able to set it somewhere. Too hungry, of course. Let's eat a mushroom. That was a yuck. We just need it to do this and get our crafting started. We have, let's see, what do we have? We had a beet. We had a corn. We have fish that we start with in our campsite. We have a mushroom. And we have a tomato. So we've got those all started. Now we just need to put fuel in it. So we'll drop our 5 wood that we picked up and we will start getting our food. It doesn't read storage, so let's take it from here, put it here. Alright, and we are waiting on 3 more logs for the tool bench, or the workbench, and 20 more there. So we need to cut. 200. Alright, so now that we got this, we're going to need some adobe just to get our research table going. We needed, forget how much it was, we needed 2x6 room, so we put that in there. So that was 20 for the top and the bottom. With 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. No. I think we need to do 20 sets. I just don't remember. So we need to get dirt. let's eat the beet. Alright, we can do that, we can do that, we can do that. That one, we don't like fish. Shocking again, we don't like our charred fish. Alright, so let's check what we had. We had the beet. The beet was okay, so we can eat beets. We can eat corn. We do not want to eat the charred fish. Mushrooms were okay, we can eat those, and we haven't tried the tomato. That's a yuck. So the tomato, these two that we start with in our campsite, we do not want to touch. So we want beets, we want mushrooms, and we want corn for right now. Alright, like I said, we need to... Gonna start by making one of these, and we will make one of these. Alright, so we'll have to get some dirt for that. Trying to decide how we're going to do this. Was this all the way down here? This was 65, so we were going to go down. Okay, since we like corn, we're going to pick all this corn. There's tomatoes, we'll get rid of those at some point. There's some mushrooms. Alright, so. Oh, more mushrooms, alright. I didn't want to sleep. Okay, let's throw those in the campsite. Throw these in the campsite. For now, we'll throw these seeds back here in our backpack. So we'll go ahead and make corn and mushrooms. Go ahead and make 20 of them. Get them cooking. And we can go get some beets, and then we'll try getting something else. Alright, let's get these two dirt out of the way. Fun part is always trying to figure out where you're going to start your claim. Alright, so we have those. So do those and those. We're on 65, so 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. So we'd have to actually dig down 2 in order to do a floor. we'll have to pull one up from up here. Eventually we'll pull that and put a claim stake here for this. You know, once we get our first skill book researched. I mean, I know it doesn't matter for trying to decide. Here, so this. Okay, that's 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. Adobe. We need 9 more dirt and some more wood. So 8 more dirt. Alright, so we're making our items. So that's got that. This is going to need 13 more dirt. Or 13 more wood. So we need 3 more chops of this log over here. We need dirt from here. Actually, no, we're gonna have to. Hey, where's all here? That's clay. Don't need clay. Alright, we got enough dirt, enough there, so we just need to get our alright, we're gonna just start down here. Five. Hungry. Okay, so the research tables would go right there. So we need walls. table. Cue that up. We'll have to get some plant fiber. Easiest plant fiber. That means we need to get our get out of the way, you stupid wolf. Ooh, he got aggressive. The new aggressive aspect to it. Haha, we killed the wolf with the axe. Hey, we took a little bit of damage too, so it's the new aspect to it. Seriously? Can't put that in there? Alright, so let's move all of this up here. Those can go down there. Campsite, change this from putting in there and put it here. Move that up. Alright, give me more. Here. Corner. 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 So we just need to fill in that, and we should be able to start our alright, so we need some more wood. And then we need our wood, rocks, and plant fiber. That takes care of that right there, and this says we need 6 more, so we need to cut another tree, which was this one, or we could have cut that one over there, but we want to stay away from the flax for the moment. that. We need rock. Said it needed 40, so it's 32, 40. Alright, so that should be everything except for the plant fiber. We have our tool bench. Of course, we can't put it there. We don't really want to put it down here, but we will. Alright, where's the stone sickle? So let's make one of those. We need some more wood. Cut 2 more sections because we need 6. And I think we needed 10, so we'll go ahead and get 4 of these out of the way so we get 16. Hungry. Of course we are. Alright, yep, that's all of those that we really needed. So now we just need to get our sickle. Do we have any cold forest nearby? We got jungle over there. Got cold forest across the desert. No, that way. Told you I like cold forest to collect Boy, that's a lot farther than I thought it was. Alright, so we won't do that. We'll just go ahead and get grass. Two. Throw that stuff in there. Alright, let's grab our other adobe. Come on, research table. $26 seconds. Alright, so we need Need to go ahead and cut up this wood. We're going to do can't reach that. That one hit into the upper stage, so right, the research table. Room requirements are not there. Why not? Because that's too far. 1 by 3 does not work, so we need one. Need to close that in. There we go. So now we can craft our we'll do our carpentry, which we need 3 of these and 3 gathering. So put that there. So we can't do it quite yet because we need to be able to put the labor in. So gathering will be our second skill that we take when we get the star. We just have to go cutting some trees and to get our dendrologies. So since we're doing that right here, I know that says it's not on property. You know, you'd make sure it was on your property if you were doing yeah, if God, I can't think. If you were on a multiplayer server, you would definitely make sure all this stuff was on your own property. Like all that stuff over there is, except for the campsite. Okay, campfire's not, but everything else isn't on my property right now. This is not because it's just outside. We'd have to make sure it was in. And the only reason why it's not is because that's the one that we couldn't do. So we could actually put it in our property. We just have to come over here, claim this one back for now, and then we could do that. Now if we look, the authorization says that it is on Homestead of Steely Gold. So we need to take our wood from over here. Run it over here. And let that start going. Grab that other wood that's over here. So that was 70. That makes 80. So we're 20 short. So we can do a quick 20 by just going that way. Over here to the desert. And we'll chop up that Joshua tree right there. And while we're over here, we'll pick up some agave. And you'll notice the wolves are stuck together. It's another thing in update 12 is animals start to gather in packs. So like, you know, ow! You ain't supposed to do that. He came over and bit me. And as, you know, cities grow and all that, the animals get away from, are supposed to get away from the city as well. Or the townships, the buildings. So as the population of the animals grow, you'll see big packs of wolves, big packs of coyotes, you know, say 5, 6 bison all close together. So what we need to do is we need to get our more XP. We need to... We don't have a housing bonus yet. Currently at this, we are at 10 hours and 59 minutes, so we really need to start doing some other stuff. Alright, so, if, for logging, we need 300 or 470 XP. So 470 XP, and we're going to get 100 of it basically from making our 3 dendrology pages. As soon as we start the recipe down there with labor. So that means we only need like 370, so we'll go chopping trees, and if need be, we'll make some more more dendrology pages, which isn't going to be that big of a deal. I mean, because one, we're going to need the dendrologies in order to make modules, which will probably start them a little bit earlier than we did the last time, so we don't have to go chopping or mining as much. We'll also need them to do the shipwright. We'll need 5 more there, so, you know, basic engineering is going to need 3, so that's 8. The blacksmith is going to... Oh, that's advanced. That's advanced, okay. So that's the hewn log one. Alright, guess not. So, shipwright was basic. That's going to need 5. Alright, so we just need the 8 in total. So what? Oh, because pull from there. So we'll go ahead and make 5 more of these. So we'll go get the wood to make all these pages. This is just, we're just kind of being down here in this hole. This is the only problem that I have, is that we're down in the hole. All right. mushroom, 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 mushroom. Let's pick our mushrooms, get them out of the way. Okay. Can we reach that? No, we cannot. So you gotta get chopped down. Of course, it's gonna fall that way. Okay, that one can go, please, that direction. Out of the way, bison. Let's get the flax and the weed out of here. We don't want... God dang, the bison's pushing me out of the way. What the hell? Even the bison's gonna attack me? Interesting. So any animal will if you're standing right next to it. Interesting. Gonna need some more food before long. So let's go find our campsite again and get ourselves some food. Oh shit. Ate the wrong thing. Alright. Now, we can either do like we did the last time and stick to just making hewn, or we can actually do something more and make some variants. You know, making hardwoods, softwoods. I just haven't decided. Especially since we're right next to a warm forest, we can do hardwoods a hell of a lot easier. Because we got all this birch that I just chopped down. See, birch is considered a hardwood. While the yeah, pine right here. I believe this pine. I don't know if when I come over here to stockpile. Cedar. Alright. Cedar is considered a soft. So you got soft and hard in the cold, in the warm forest. So if you really wanted to, you could. So we need to get. See, look at that. 3 buffalo or 3 bisons right next to each other. They're already starting to herd up. Hey, hey, go away! Damn, he's chasing me. Holy crap. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. Being chased by coyotes and wolves. Hey, go away. What the hell? I guess we're gonna be making a bow a hell of a lot sooner than normal. Hey, come here. Come here. You're gonna bite me, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah. Oh, I think that's taking out hits off of the stuck in the tree. Stuck in this tree right here. And yeah, it finished already, so. Alright, so how close are we now? Oh, we were counting our logging XP is what we were. So we're almost to level 2 logging. We're down to 6 hours on our for our first star, but we'll get better here soon. Go ahead and chop this down. We'll just start chopping big trees down. Alright. There's logging. Can't reach that branch, so we'll chop this one down. We can reach that one. I know we can't reach this one. Can't reach this. Can't reach this one. There's a star. We got a big boost when we leveled up, so let's go here and we will get gathering. So now that we can start our other page, so we need to get 60 plant fiber and 90 raw food. Well, gee, since we can't eat tomatoes, or we don't want to, because they are not any good for us, I guess we know which food we're picking to use in our research pages, aren't we? We just need to go find some more tomatoes. We got 19 or so back at camp, so we need about 70-ish. We got 34. Of course, we have run out of food to eat, or run out of calories, so I have to come crawling back to base. You can see all the fallen trees, so we know this is the direction. Besides the campsite tag. Alright, so here, let's go ahead and throw these 34 tomatoes over here. Crawl over here to our chest. Throw our agave in. Throw our mushrooms in. Throw our corn in. Go ahead and grill up our two wolves as well. And we got all these seeds. So here, storage. God dang it. Keep eating the wrong thing. Alright, so let's check agave. We'll make one. Take our tomatoes over here, put them on us, but we'll go over here and find small animals, or small fish. Campfire small animal is the wolf or coyote and the fox. So we'll go ahead and cook one, so we get 2 cooked meat, and we'll check those out on whether or not we like them. The agave is a yuck, so we will not be eating any more of those. This is going to take a while, so we'll come back for that. We'll come over here. Drop those in there, so we need another 37. This is going to be the only bad part about being down there, is it's going to be a pain in the butt to get out of it. Alright, so $37 tomatoes, 36, there it is. So now we just need some grass. We need 60 grass. should have 2 left over there in the stockpile or chest, wherever we threw them. So we should be able to throw them there and finish our pages. No. Damn, we need... There we go. Alright, so throw these tomatoes up here, throw these in here. That'll take care of our research, get us our carpentry, and then we'll pull that up and we will throw in a carpentry bench. So come over here, make ourselves a carpentry bench. We need 20 stone and 20 wood. Well, wood, we've already got chopped down. Just need to break it up. There we go. And we're going to jump over here and get ourselves .26, that's enough. Alright, so that's getting our research or our carpentry table. We could go ahead and make another storage chest. Which means we need to go get 10 more wood. And yes, there is a reason why I'm choosing the cedar over the birch, because if I decide to do hardwood, log or hardwood hewn, I want to keep the birch to use it. So I don't want to use it for anything else. When we go to make hewn, see, we need the carpentry table to make hewn. Storage. Carpentry table. Wait for our table. Yeah, we put the food and stuff over there, we just never put the labor into the research table, so. Almost there. There we go. But it's because we didn't have the gathering skill. Alright, so now let's take this chest and put it right here. We're going to put these in here. This is going to be reaching here only. No more here. It's going to pull from there as well. Let's put our calories in here so this can use up. We'll go ahead and put this in here for now so that that's sitting there. And we'll be starting on our hewn logs here before long. So if we're going down to... Actually, we're going 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Yeah, we'd have to go down 2. So 7. One, two, 3. 4 is the floor. 5, 6, 7 is the top. 8 would be the roof. So this is not quite high enough. It's 8, so this right here would be the ceiling, or would be where that would go. What am I thinking wrong? I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But so we're gonna start getting the house up as quick as we can with what we can. So a bedroom, a bathroom, because I think the it's only out here in order to check something. Alright, we know that we can make the bed. Tables, they're level 1s. Logging 2, we can make those. We'll do the chairs instead of the bench this time. Yeah, the bench is a 1.5, but it's not a big deal. We can easily get that by throwing... Almost get that by throwing a second chair in there, but... I don't know, maybe we won't. I know I used to have a 6.6 by 4. No, it was a 6 by 5. But I think in the past it didn't have the dressers and the nightstands in it when I designed them. Aw, how cute! A participation trophy! Redwood log. Make a frickin' participation trophy. Strange blueprint. Yeah. Go ahead and pay for it. Sure, no problem. I don't think so. your wallet, your e-credits, just out of curiosity. Yeah, no problem. But that's so you can buy the, you know, various things you can add, all the crap you can buy and pay for. You know, somebody that wants to support, sure as heck can. Variant of the steel axe. No fancy hewn door. Oriental, you know, window treatment and tables. A mounted wall trunk. Your various sign types. When you unlock various achievements. Stone plaques, koi pond. Different chandeliers and lights. The Norse canoe and whichever one's there. A Zen garden and the Far East lumber. No problem. Yeah, I don't think so. It's cute. It's interesting to look at, but I'm not gonna do it. Oak statue. One by one by one. That's relatively new. I don't remember that being there in 11. Square lumber pot. It looks like it's still the same. That still looks like the recipe's the same. Latrine is capable of being built. So yeah, we'll have the bed and latrine. So we'll get a bedroom and a bathroom up. So we'll get some housing XP in the next episode. We're also going to do the icebox once we get carpentry. So we can start kitchen XP as well. So we'll get some of this started. Alright, so this is all done. Wow. I know what I want to do, but I don't. Alright, so dowel boards and dowel rods. I wanted to make, see, boards I'm not going to worry about. The only way you need hardwood boards is if you're going to do like a hardwood bench. You need the actual boards to go with it. So the furniture I might just make regular hewn. So all I have to do is regular boards. Hewn logs. Dowels are normal, so we'll use we'll make sure that our birch are further back in the stockpile back here, and we'll keep our cedar or Yeah, we'll keep our cedar or any other of the softwoods or regular hewn like Joshua's or Seguro's further towards the front and use them for boards and dowel rods. And then we'll turn our birch into hardwood or hard hewn. So I'm going to call this episode here at an hour and 15-ish minutes, hour and 20. And I will see you in episode 2. So enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you happen to be. And as you can see, we already got research going, or we have the capability of doing research. We just need to start on our house so that we can get some housing bonus and work our way from there. So I will see everyone in episode 2.